Wembley 1966, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Jess Hurst's hat-trick, or Bobby Moore from the World Cup? Or maybe it's Gaelic football in hurling. In May 1966, two exhibition games of GA were played at Wembley Stadium. First, Wexford took on Cork in a game of hurling, before Charlie Gallagher captained Cavan to a 3-10 to 110 win over Sligo, to lift the O'Gorman Cup in the Gaelic football exhibition match. The GA continues to flourish here in London, with London having county teams in Gaelic football, ladies Gaelic football, hurling and camogie. And to those who are second or third generation Irish, the GAA and other aspects of Irish life are much more than some cultured pastime. It is an identity, something we call London Irish.
Hi, my name's Charlie O'Regan. As you can tell by the surname, I'm fully Irish. All my grandparents are from Ireland, but I'm from all over the place in Ireland really. Dublin, Donegal, Cork, you name it. Growing up, I've always sort of preferred Ireland in sports rather than England. I'm not sure why. I think that's an influence of my granddad maybe, but yeah. And I've always had more Ireland jerseys, like GAA jerseys, Irish football jerseys, Irish rugby jerseys, you name it. And my sporting hero growing up was always Roy Keane. No nonsense, tough tackler, and played for the badge on the shirt. You wouldn't see any really English players doing that these days, but so Ireland, that's one of the main things that appealed to me when I was growing up. When I was like choosing between Irish culture or English culture, was the passion that they all have for whatever they're most interested in, be it sport or it could be anything, music. So yeah, I've also seen the Pogues live in concert before. They're probably my favourite band of all time. Have many great hits, my favourite being Sally McLennan, and they're responsible for possibly the greatest Christmas song of all time, Fairy Tales of New York, as I'm sure most people would agree. But anyway, going back to Gaelic football, I went to Croke Park for the first time when I was 7 years old to see Dublin play in GAA, and I thought that's what really hooked me. Just the atmosphere and how much everyone got behind the team, I thought was brilliant. And as well as that, I've been to see Ireland play at Wembley versus England. I was in the Irish end, giving it large, and I thought, yeah, this is the team for me.
Going back to GAA now, and I caught up with Kilburn Gaels chairman Roddy Walsh, as he spoke about the sacrifices the players make, as well as his thoughts ahead of the game against Kanturk in the Club All Ireland Championship.
Well, I suppose most players we're obviously, this is one of the only facilities we have in London with floodlights and a good surface which we can train on. So, you know, not very many players live local to here. Most lads are coming straight from work and then are travelling anywhere between 40 minutes and 2 hours back home twice a week. And then on a Sunday morning as well, we go down to Greenford. Again, not too many lads are local, maybe 3 or 4. Everyone else is travelling between an hour and 2 hours again to get there. Like, so it is a bit of, it's an hour here training, but all in all, it could be a 4 or 5 hour round trip, like, you know. So it's a fair big sacrifice. Not like at home in Ireland where in any parish you're only a half an hour or, you know, at the most away from the ground, maybe 10 minutes for most days, like, you know. So it's a hell of a sacrifice to put in, and a hell of a commitment to do for a whole year. We started back in probably March, April time, and we're into December now, so it's been a long year. You know.
And what are your thoughts going into the game?
Sure, look, we're at home and everyone seems to be training well and doing well, so please God, look, we'll get a bit of rub of the green and we'll give it a good old crack on Saturday anyway.
Try to get back to Croke Park.
Hopefully, yeah, look, that's the dream. Every club wants to get there, every county wants to get there, you know, and every player, every manager wants to get there, like, so yeah, Croke Park is a dream, but sure, hopefully, like, fingers crossed.
Despite their best efforts, Kilburn Gaels lost by 9 points to the scoreline of 2-17 to 2-8 to Kanturk. In Gaelic football, Fulham are rushing here in their London County final win against Tyrconnell Gaels take on Corofin in the All-Ireland Senior Club Football Championship quarter-final on the 21st of January. If Fulham Irish win, they'll be the first London side to reach semi-finals in the competition's history. Aside from GAA, there's much more to London Irish life than just sport. There of course is the music. I caught up with Andy Nolan and Ronan McManus from the band The Barbacoa Sundays during one of their traditional Irish music sessions at Whelan's in Uxbridge.
I was born in Hammersmith in 1974 to Irish immigrant parents from County Longford. They immigrated to London, West London, when they were very young, like teenagers, and that was around 1959. As I say, I was born and brought up in Hammersmith back then in the 70s, 1974 when I was born. It was a very, very Irish area, Hammersmith, Fulham, the whole of West London, North West London, up into Kilburn, Cricklewood. It was like a huge Irish enclave. I think it was one of the biggest Irish communities in the world. And I started playing music when I was around 7 or 8. I started learning the tin whistle with a guy called John Burke, who taught Irish music in St Augustine's Parish Hall in Hammersmith. And then when I was 10, I started learning the accordion. And I went to a man called Brendan Mulcair, who was from County Clare, who Irish and that identity. When we set up the Barbacoa Sundays, the whole idea was to kind of give the London Irish a voice in the same way the Dropkick Murphys had given Irish America a huge voice, particularly the Boston Irish. And that was the main idea behind setting up the Barbacoa Sundays back in 2005, 2006. And I think we've kind of made a dent on the Irish scene. We had probably our most famous song was Maybe It's Because I'm an Irish Londoner, which is, as you can imagine, about the strong identity, London Irish identity here in West London, North West London, North London in particular. So being Irish to me, second generation, means everything. It's, I mean, I consider myself Irish when it comes to football and sports like that. I support the Republic of Ireland. I support Celtic Football Club. My English team are Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur, in North London. But it means everything to me, especially being an Irish musician. It's kind of, as I say, what we've based our whole ethos on, and the whole premise behind this band was that London Irish identity. So it means a lot to us, and we're really proud to be London Irish, or Cockney Irish, whatever, some people call us Cockney Irish, which is fine. We just kind of wanted to pick up the mantle a little bit from the Pogues, where the Pogues left off when they kind of, when Shane McGowan left the Pogues. There was kind of a bit of a void there that needed filling, and we felt like we wanted to try and step into that and try and continue that tradition of Irish music in London the way they did. GAA in London is very well supported, and for example, my 6-year-old son is part of St Claret's GAA in Hayes in West London. He's 6 and he proudly wears the St Claret's green and white hoops jersey, and my eldest son also played for them when he was younger. He's 18 now. But yeah, I mean, GAA in London is very important. Obviously, Riceley GAA grounds has just recently been redeveloped. They've got a brand new stand there, especially when Mayo, teams like that come over. It's you're talking 4, 5, 6,000 people down there. Very well supported. My parents are from Longford, not a great GAA stronghold, but I do watch the GAA sports as often as I can, particularly the All Ireland. Not so much at club level, but particularly the All Ireland.
I'm Ronan McManus from the band The Barbacoa Sundays. We've worked pretty closely with the London GAA over the years, because it's people could be from different counties around Ireland, but they're born in London. There's a team here to support people. People forget that. So through our music, we kind of champion the sort of London Irish culture and the identity up here in London Irish. So you're not English, you're not Irish necessarily, but to be London Irish can be something in itself. London got to the Connacht final a few years back, and we went over there, and it was a big movement of people went over there, from especially from this Harrow, sort of North West London area. Just everyone was just over there supporting London. It was great people's parents from all parts of Ireland, because that was their county, and it was great to see mass exodus. We've got a big gig over there, all people with northern accents playing fiddles and accordions and whatever, waving tricolours, and it was great to see, and it's a massive important part, not just for the Irish born, but for the London born Irish, but for the Irish born that come to London as well. There's a huge community of people that they could be a massive cultural hub for them, and it makes the sort of homesick feeling sort of dissipate a little bit, and it's definitely a major part of London Irish culture, right at GA. And in this area, it's right on our doorstep, so it's perfect for us. I was brought up over here, I grew up in West London, but very much for Irish culture. That was a major part of my upbringing. I played rugby down at London Irish. Everyone in my school had Irish background. So singing the songs, supporting Celtic Football Club, supporting London Irish Rugby Club, following London GA. It's all a massive part of the upbringing and the Irish pubs. And I've been playing in a band since I left school, nearly 25 years now. And the community really comes together. You really feel like you're a part of it. People can come from Ireland over here, and there's a ready-made family to walk into. And so, we through our songs, we sort of talk about the London Irish culture, and a song called Maybe It's Because I'm Irish Londoner, Green Red Harrow, all about the Mayo people there are in Harrow. Welcome to Cricklewood, which is all about people in the Kilburn area, massive Irish culture there. So we kind of talk about the sort of the stories and the successes and Irish people have contributed so much all around the world, and it's built this city here. Every building you see, that was built by Irish labour. That was a massive contribution to the city. So you can be from London and be in London without necessarily being in England, and that's a massive part of. It's very important to a lot of people. You can still be proud of being from London without necessarily wearing an England shirt or waving an England flag. You'd be just as proud to be Irish, be London Irish.
Ahead of the 2018 GAA season, I caught up with London manager Kieran Deely as he gave his thoughts on the season ahead and what it's like to have more London-born players coming through playing for the county. I also caught up with two London players as they told me on what GAA means to them and how they see themselves, either English, Irish or London Irish. So how pleased are you to see London-born players coming through and playing for the county?
Yeah, we're very happy. It's always been part of our philosophy from the beginning to bring homegrown London-born chaps into the squad. It happened before me with Paul Coggins as manager, and then with Noel Dunning before that, even bringing in lads like Adrian Moyles and Gavin McAvoy, Phil Butler then, and then I've been lucky enough to be able to make Liam Gavigan our captain, who's London born, and he's a fantastic player. And then even now this year, lads like Ryan Elliott coming into the squad. We bring in development squad players like Josh O'Mahor, Conor McCarthy and Conor Spinks. So it makes a big difference to us because they have a real identity of London GA and London City. So it means a lot to them, and this is their county. We get a lot of people from Ireland coming over, and the lads play for either a short number of years or a longer period of time, which is great to see. But still, it means probably more to have like a lot of London-born players, and it's something that we'll be kind of looking to progress on more and more every year. There's a lot of good work going on in the academy, in the development squad, so we're looking to keep kind of pushing on that as much as possible.
And just hopes and ambitions for the league season and the championship?
Yeah, I mean, we have all our games at home this year for the league, so we've got 7 home games. It's going to be very difficult, obviously, because seven games in nine weekends. It's difficult for us. We don't have the training ground that other counties have. We don't have a centre of excellence. We train on a rugby pitch and also on the training pitch in Ruislip. we don't get access out onto the main pitch, so that's always going to be difficult and always going to be a challenge for us. But we've got a great group of lads. They're working very hard. They're working hard on their fitness. We don't have challenge games as much as our cup games, as much as teams in Ireland, but still we've got a very strong bond amongst our group of players. We feel like we've built a team now over the last few years, and we're really looking forward to the league.
Gavin McAvoy, Tyrconnell Gales goalkeeper. Parents are both from County Wexford. Played Gaelic football since I was 10. Played with Tyrconnell Gales my whole life. Consider myself to be London Irish. I wouldn't say I'm English, I wouldn't say I'm Irish. I'm very much London Irish. Irish background, Irish upbringing, but born and raised, educated in London, worked in London my whole life. It's an identity, it's something we do, something I enjoy doing. It's a good pastime, wouldn't do it if I didn't like it, and it helps me stay in shape.
My name's Adrian Moyles, play for St Kenneth's Club here in London, born and bred here. Been playing with the London senior county team for the last 7 years, on and off injuries. Play with the London team because it's the highest level you can possibly play at. It's great to meet a lot of new guys from all parts of Ireland, to try and use their experiences to try and make into a better player and ultimately represent the place that you were born. Regard myself as both English and Irish. Very proud of my Irish roots, and equally I'm proud of what London stands for and represents, so I regard myself as both London and Irish.
Maybe it's because I'm an Irish Londoner, maybe that's what makes me what I am. You can hear it in my accent when I talk, I'm a proud London Irish.